Hello everyone, we are here with another Origins draft. My name is Morgan, I play Magic, and this is a pack. uh, let's see. There's Blessed Spirits, which is a 2/2 for 3 with flying in white, which is pretty nice. And a Crow and Sergeant, also nice. Swift Reckoning, premium removal. I think I take that over the Blessed Spirits and the Lightning Javelin. Um, Destroy target tapped creature, and if I have 2 or more instant data or sorcery cards in my graveyard, you may cast Swift Reckoning as Oded Flash. So, taking that over the Blessed Spirits and the Acroan Sergeant. Maybe Cleric of the Forward Order will wheel? We'll see. Here there is a Dwynen's Elite, Charging Griffin, Rock Maulers. I'm gonna take the Dwynen's Elite. It's another fine 2-drop. Charging Griffin is good as well, and so is Rock Maulers, but I'm all for those 2-drops. It's basically an upgraded Timberpack Wolf. So, here there's a War Oracle, which I'm going to take. Dragon Vacation, a Reeve Soul. Getting past this War Oracle to me seems like a pretty big signal that the person to my right is not playing white. So, I'd like to take it. There are some good cards in this pack, though. So, uh, do, do, do. This is so slow. Yeah, I'm pretty happy taking the Gideon's Phalanx. It is a 7 mana instant that puts 4 2/2 White Knight tokens onto the battlefield. And first you're like 7 mana to put 2/2s onto the battlefield, but then you realize it's 8 power, and they are probably indestructible in its instant speed. So it's pretty good. It's basically Unleash the Hounds if this were Hearthstone. And there's like a Orchard Spirit and a Titanic Growth here that'd be fine getting. So, this means, well, I mean, we already have a couple of Spell Mastery cards, so we're probably going to want to pick up things like Celestial Flare, stuff like that. Da, 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 da. Hopefully ways to get Oracle through. Alright, let's see. Malakir Coldblade, Sigil of Valor, there's a Shaman of the Pack, which I suppose I could take. I'll take the Sigil of Valor. It's colorless, which is nice. It means that I don't waste the pick if I'm not, playing white or green. And it's just a good card. Here, I'm going to take probably just the Cleric. I'm not for sure in green. Like Dwynen's Elite is the only green card I picked up so far, and Cleric is a solid 2-drop. Alright, so I have a couple of options here. There is a Blood Curse Knight, a Fire Fiend Elemental, a Majoring Bully, and an Undead Servant. I think I take the Knight because white has some really solid enchantments that I could possibly pick up. Yeah, again, not for sure playing. Ooh. There's also an Infectious Bloodlust here and a Foundry of the Consoles, but I'm very happy just taking the Celestial Flare as another piece of removal and a Spell Mastery Enabler. Yeah, I'm taking the Cleric here over the Battlefield Forge. Maybe the Caves will wheel. That would be pretty nice. Yeah, Blood Curse Knight is definitely a sweet pick. Take the Caves or the Kytheon's Tactics. I think I should take the Caves. Kytheon's Tactics is something that, I'm not super worried about getting. So yeah, I think Blood Curse Knight would be a pretty sweet card to play. We have so much life gain right now, you guys. Hopefully nobody picks up a Tainted Remedy. Wow, Dragon Invocation Wield. Alright, well, taking that. So we still have two solid options for colors to go into. Nobody else can get as much life as I will. So I guess it depends on the quality of green cards versus enchantments that we get in pack 3. Take the Bloodsucker. This card is pretty solid in a more aggressively leaning deck. Especially if you have enchantments like Knightly Valor to back it up. Not ever playing Reclaim ever, so passing that one. Ooh, alright, so this is a reason to go green. Obviously we're passing a very good card. If you pay attention to my Twitter, at MTGValkyrie, I just had a pretty nice discussion with SG Doc about this card. This card is insane, but definitely taking the Nissa Vastwood Seer. Planeswalkers tend to be pretty strong in draft, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to be green for sure, but this definitely puts me in a situation where I'd be happy to play it. So, yeah. Alright, so here there is a Angel's Tomb, Grasp of the Hieromancer, not a lot else. There's an Eyeblade Assassin, I suppose. I think I just take the Angel's Tomb. Angel's Tomb has the potential to get in so much damage over the course of a game that I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah. I'm kind of excited. Picking Nissa up early enough to have not completely settled into a color. So that I can pick up more green cards. Like, Dragon Invocation Wheeling is kind of weird to me. It's pretty good with Gideon's Phalanx, actually. Here, we don't have a lot. I think I want a Throwing Knife over another Cleric. Not that. Throwing Knife. Throwing Knife is a really good removal spell, actually. When an equipped creature attacks, you may sacrifice Throwing Knife. If you do, it deals 2 damage to target creature and or player. Or not and or player. Nice equipment to beef up things like War Oracle. Alright, so here there is a Consecrated by Blood, which is really good with Blood Curse Knight, an Nantuko Husk, which is good on its own, an Orchard Spirit, which is green, an Enshrouding Mist, which is a fine white trick. I think I just take the Enshrouding Mist here over these black cards or this green card. Again, like if I'm playing a second color, I'd prefer it to be green, just because I have a lot better finishers in green. But like, these are fine, and getting something back might indicate whether it's open or not. Here I'm taking the Blessed Spirits over the Knight of the Pilgrim's Road. Blessed Spirits is flying. I think that's the main reason why I like it better. There's also a Rogue's Passage in here, but yeah, I'm just taking the Blessed Spirits. This is a kind of interesting position that I'm in. Here, the best card in the pack is probably Boggart Brute. I think I'm just going to take the Aerial Volley over the Infernal Scarring for the sideboard, though. Thopter's is a pretty popular archetype. I'm sure it's going to get only more popular. Ooh, wow. So it appears as if I read the white signals correctly, at least. Nice to have a patron on the team. It's it's a solid flyer, and just, pretty good card. I think I just take the Void Mage here. I'm not really interested in anything else, except for, like, the Subterranean Scout, and that's not, like, a card that I've got to have. Alright, so there's another Celestial Flare or a Cleric, and I'm going to take the Celestial Flare. That card is crazy nuts. And by crazy nuts, I mean it's a fine removal spell. So, I don't have much of either green or white, which is interesting. Kind of makes me wish I had a Nissus Pilgrimage over this Rabid Bloodsucker, but I mean, the card's fine still. We could even splash this card. For those of you who follow me on Twitter at MTGValkyrie, I posted a picture of a draft that I had done where I was red and white, and I splashed black for Blood Curse Knight. I'm going to take the Enlightened Aesthetic here. It's a good sideboard card. It's a Cat Monk. This card is sweet, though. I mean, if anything, I paid for another draft. Mighty Leap Wield. Alright. It's a nice combat trick to have. So one thing that I find really okay, neither of them wield. All right, yeah, I'll just take the Couple Brute. Demolish to get rid of the Rogue's Passage that we passed. Do do do. We could draw a card. This card says draw a card. Yeah, so things I hope to pick up in this next pack. Exquisite Firecraft, you say? I think I take that over like the next best cards. It's a fairly good removal spell, if anything. And if I don't pick up any more red, well, that's fine. It's also, I think, worth something now. So, yeah. Gotta take the money. Don't let the money take you. I love this flavor text. Chandra's gift set her apart and others aflame. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I don't think I'd pass that. Let's see, I could take Reeve Soul, Totem Guide Heart Beast, or Rocks Maulers. I think I just want the removal. Yeah, I think that we're better off not playing green. And just playing a bunch of removal spells. This card is fun, but I'd rather have a creature now that I've kind of settled. We have a lot of 2-drops. We need more creatures though. Okay, so the choice is between the Freeblade and the Griffin. I'd rather have the Freeblade. That card adds so much value to all of our combat tricks, just because people will do a lot to prevent it from making contact. Yeah, I'll take an Eyeblight Assassin. That seems good. Wow. This card. Maybe I committed too early. I mean, this card is better than like a Tactician or a Shaman, so I think I just take it. Oh, goodness. This card is still in here? This card is real good. I think I take the Citadel Castella in there. Yeah. Alright. I'd rather have big creatures than a couple small ones. Yeah. I like the look of this deck better. Both the Consecrated by the Blood and the Timberback Wolf wield. I guess I want the Timberback Wolf. Yeah, that seems fine. We don't have a lot of creatures to justify the Sigil of Valor, but we do have a couple of flyers which make it really good, plus War Oracle. Um, I guess Heavy Infantry is fine as a 23rd card. Like, Hitchcloud Recluse and maybe Sigil of Valor are cards that, and Heavy Infantry, that I could replace. Excuse me. Ooh, Kythian's Tactics. Alright, so I'm going to take the Tactics here. We do have a couple of ways to make tokens, like Gideon's Phalanx, that really improve it. Plus all of our 2s are pretty good. Take that, put that there. I don't like Mantle of Loves at all. It does beef up a creature just to the point where it's really difficult to kill, but I still don't like it. I guess I'll take a rare. Spells Lizard, and this Force. Okay, so I'm gonna cut one thing, and I think it's between the Sigil and the Hitchcloud Recluse, and I think it's just the Sigil because I don't have that many creatures, and so cutting a creature seems bad. This is a fine deck. It's got some powerful cards in it. It's got some tricks, so pretty happy with it. 10, no, 9, 8, and 10, 7. We'll add that to the deck, and we'll see how it works. I'll see you in round 1.